That's not nice at all. My feelings are hurt.
Are you gonna turn into the Hulk?
No, I'm gonna turn into asshole. So then I'll be you?
That's even worse. You're so funny, but it's not.
But anyway.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch a Movie. I'm Jay and this is Mike with T-shirt.
I have T-shirt on.
Oh, you always have T-shirt.
Good band.
Okay. We're gonna be reviewing the incredible Angry Hulk. It's got Edward Norton in it, Tim Roth, Liv Tyler, and what's the other guy's name? William Hurt as the general. It was directed by Louis Lederer.
He did Transporter.
1 and 2.
Clash of the Titans.
Yeah. So, yeah, Clash of Titans. It's about Bruce Banner, who's a gifted scientist who's working with gamma rays or gamma radiation. And he has this breakthrough for medical science rays, and he decides to test it on himself, and he becomes this raging monster known as the Hulk, and he's being chased by the United States government because they feel that this can be weaponized and turned into a weapon. For me, this movie was like, it was on the bridge to nowhere. Like, it was... It kind of was like, yeah. I mean, it happened.
Yeah. I mean, first off, it looks good. The special effects are good. I'm not a big fan of the way the Hulk looks. I know a lot of people are. I'm personally not. I thought it was still too CGI for me, like the close-ups on his face and stuff like that. The actors were really good in the movie. Edward Norton, William Hurt, they're all good actors. I really like Tim Roth's character in the movie. But just the movie was just hard to watch for some reason for me. It was kind of boring. We want it to be an origin story, but we don't want it to be an origin story. I don't like how in the very beginning of the movie he had like these flashbacks, and it tried to tell you this whole story through flashbacks,
well,
like, while they're showing the credits.
Well, that goes back to the point of where this movie was either a sequel, remake, or something to the 2006. Because I don't know how they thought they were going to do this. Like, are they just going to say, oh, well, they might as well just said it's a reboot completely and gone through the whole origin story again.
Yeah, I wish they would have, because they didn't. It's like they didn't know which one they wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And I felt like that watching. I felt like we were caught somewhere in an awkward timeline.
But with the Eric Bana version, at the end of that one, it was in Portugal, like he was in Portugal or something, and then in the beginning of this one, he's in Portugal, or like in a South American country. So it's like, I don't know, it was almost like the studio's like, well, we're not going to slap them in the face for doing that movie, so let's just kind of make it a reboot, but kind of not. What makes me mad about this movie is that it could have been so great, because the Hulk is such a tragic character, all this massive power, but he can't control it, and he can't be close to anybody, he can't have relationships, he's a loner, he's always on the move because of what he can become, and when he's the Hulk, it's not like there's nothing there but anger and rage. He can't recognize a good guy from a bad guy. He just tears into anything.
The most interesting thing about the Hulk character to me is it's about humans' inner struggle with their own anger. You know what I mean?
And that's how, and I completely relate to him because that's how I feel in the morning sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. Get out of my way as I make way to the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, everything's done well, but you can't connect with it. I don't connect with him. I don't really feel that bad for him.
This is a comic book movie. Okay, so, and we gotta get kids here, so let's not delve too deep into an adult-themed story.
Yeah.
I would be like, screw that, let's go into an adult-themed story, let's make it dark.
Yeah, well, it's like, well, it's fine if you want to go the other way, but go one way or the other.
Well, like Blade, with Wesley Snipes, was rated R.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a strict adult theme, and he's a comic book hero, but he's also an anti-hero.
Yeah.
You know, the Hulk could be considered an anti-hero as well. I know he's big green, and I want to give him a hug because he's a bear, but he's not.
You mentioned the other Hulk, the Ang Lee Hulk. It's like they rebooted it, but they didn't, because it was the same sort of story. The army's chasing him. He's all worried about his girl back home or whatever. And it's just like, can we just move past it? Either tell an origin story or move past it, and let's go to a point where he's fighting a bad guy and we all know him as the Hulk, and we don't have to tell the story again.
But I didn't say Ang Lee Hulk. I didn't know Ang Lee played him.
No, Ang Lee directed it. The same guy directed it.
I know, Mike. If you lifted up the Hulk's foot in the original one, would it say Ang Lee?
It might. That's Andy, Toy Story.
But yeah, so
But, and the scientist I didn't like. The scientist that they go and see, like Mr. Blue or whatever, like he seems like this great guy that's trying to help him out, and then you get there and the guy's like a complete douchebag, and he's unlikable, and they tried to use him for comedic relief, and he just wasn't funny.
The guy's actually the way they left it hanging was like he was gonna be Brainiac.
I did like that.
I thought for it being like hardcore CGI, they did really good with the battles with Abomination and all them.
Trying so hard not to.
Just told you look like you're a coke addict.
But
yeah, so
But no, the Abomination. Yeah. We got to talk about Abomination when he becomes him. I did not like the way Abomination looked. I didn't like the way he acted. I think he had way too much dialogue. Cause he's like, "Come get some." I mean, he didn't say that, but it was just too much of that stuff.
Tim Roth is good, and I thought Edward Norton was good. I think Edward Norton had a lot of a hands-on approach to this movie.
Yeah, he did. I liked Edward Norton, and I like Edward Norton as an actor, but he doesn't strike me as Bruce Banner.
Overall, I thought the movie could have been great.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. It was middle of the road for me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and slap it with a 7.0.
Okay.
I would say I would watch it because it is a Hulk movie.
Yeah, if you're a Hulk fan, a comic book fan, watch it.
But it's good for action. It's a good like popcorn movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I give it a little bit less than you. It was okay. Like there's no glaring defects about it. The only problem I have with the overall movie as a whole is I did not like the way it was shot. The whole movie is extremely dark. It's hard to see anything that's going on.
Oh, you talking the lighting?
Yeah, the lighting I thought was really. I don't know why
they felt. Theme.
Yeah, they felt the need to make it extremely dark. It just felt like they didn't know where they stood with the character at the point that they made this movie. And even though it's well acted, the special effects scenes are great. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. It's just barely above average for me. But I hope that they redo the whole thing with Mark Ruffalo. Start from the beginning. Just reboot the whole thing. Or just move completely on. Don't stay in that same zone.
Mark Ruffalo apparently has signed a deal for 5 movies with the Hulk in it.
That's awesome.
So I don't know if they're gonna. I'm guessing with the 5 movies, I don't know if that's cameos or the. I mean, I know the Avengers sequels, but I don't know if they're gonna do another spin-off or not. I guess.
I'm really excited to see the Hulk and the Avengers because you get to see him in action without the kind of boring side story that goes on between him and Liv Tyler.
So what did you guys think? I gave it a 7.0. Mike gave it a 6.5. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you need it? I don't know. Tell us on the bottom. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'm Jay, and this is Mike, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Did you look at me?
Oh.
Don't look at me.
I'm trying not to sneeze.
Oh.
You don't like me when I got allergies.
I know. Like, I know they're stretchy pants, but how come they don't? I mean, he's massive. Like, they don't rip.
Look like.
Well, maybe they didn't. They failed at it, but I think they were trying to make him look more like him.
They definitely failed at it.
Well, you're not a director, so.
You're not anything.
Yeah, I am.
Boom.
What does he eat? Scorpions?
Eggs.
You can bring in like 2 semi-trucks of Twinkies and catch him.
All right.
Hulk like sugar.
Cream filling.